Hi, how's everybody doing? We're back here with video number 4, I think. Gotta stop counting, but this time we have the ball machine set up in the middle of the court, and it's gonna feed, and we're just gonna move from side to side and work on hitting down the line and cross court shots, and try to get the ball to clear the net. So last time I only had 8 tennis balls on my side, and then before that there was 7, and then there was 9. So the last one I did was 9 tennis balls that hit on my side. So we're gonna keep doing this until there's no tennis balls on my side after these drills. That's what I'm trying to work on. And people were asking me about who I think is gonna win Wimbledon this year. Well, it's easy pick. This guy's just too big, and you can't get a ball by him. So he's a massive being. I'm taking the State Puff Marshmallow Man. You've seen him in the movie, the Ghostbusters, and you've seen what a handful he is, how big he is. So when he's playing the net, you're not getting the ball by him, and then from the baseline, it's hard to ace him and stuff. So my pick, my Wimbledon pick in singles is the State Puff Marshmallow Man, and I heard that he's going to be playing doubles with Novak, but he's just a ball hog, the State Puff Marshmallow Man. So nobody likes to play tennis with him, because every time you hit the ball, he's always there to hit it, and he puts the ball away. And he's got a State Puff Marshmallow racket that's that the ball pretty much can stick to it, and he can hit drop shots and ridiculous angles. So, and then you have to serve the ball 150 miles an hour just to get a chance to ace him, because he is a big fella. But he just puts his big paw out there with the big tennis racket that he plays with, the Stay Puft Marshmallow tennis racket. So it's just a difficult job for anybody to beat this fella. So I'm taking the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to win Wimbledon, and probably he said something about playing in the U.S. Open. So we'll see what happens. But he has a bad rapport in New York, so they don't want him, coming back, because he literally tried to take over the world, and he destroyed half the city, and they literally had to, get the Statue of Liberty to fight this asshole. So I don't know if he'll be able to play at the U.S. Open, but the English people are letting him play in Wimbledon, which, if you're not going to let him play in the U.S. Open, he can also, destroy London. So I don't know what they're thinking. So that's my pick for Wimbledon. Let's see what we can do here on this grill. Woo, it's a hot one, folks. It's a hot one. Radio died. Turn the machine on. So this sausage sounds pretty solid in the middle here. We'll see what happens. ideally with these machines, it's good to have someone out here to help you just keep feeding the balls to you, because there's like 100 shots, 100 balls, and they go pretty fast, 5-10 minutes at the most, not even. And you want to constantly, when you're getting into rhythm, you want to constantly have the ball come to you. I only hit 2 into the net that time, and that's because I didn't drop my racket, and I'm hitting it, I'm hitting a lot better on my backhand side. I just went back to the way I used to hit, and I just dropped my racket down and step into it and follow through. Some people were bringing their racket up this high, that high. I just dropped my racket. As soon as I might take back, I just drop. It's already dropped back, and I'm just hitting through it. And then on higher balls, I'll do that. I'll take my racket straight back and hit through it. And then on higher balls too, I'll slice. I'll use a slice, and bring the ball down. But on the higher tennis balls, what I was taught to do and how I play it most of the time is I see that person hit with a lot of topspin. So I'll get to that ball early, and as it's rising up, I'll take it on the rise and hit it that way. That way it doesn't get too high, especially like on serves and stuff. So I appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again. My next video, I'm gonna work on serve. I'm gonna try to serve and volley. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to set the machine up to where there's a delay so I can serve, and then then when I come into net, the ball will pop out, and I'm gonna practice volleying that way. Because I've been practicing serving and volleying in matches, but it's difficult because some of these players are really good. When you're getting in the 4-0, 4-5 level in doubles, they can hit lobs, they can rip the ball cross court, they can hit winners and stuff. So like I said, I had a few times where the ball was at my feet and I just could pop it up, just because I have pretty quick hands. But it's not something I want to get myself involved in doing a lot. If I'm going to serve and volley, I'm going to place my serve, pull these people off the court, and do the best I can to put myself in a position to where it's an easier volley. So I appreciate everybody watching, and let me know if you use those rubber bands to try to help you with your forehand, to keep your hands together and learning how to rotate by using your legs and your body weight. So the way I set this ball machine up is I let it to where there's a little pace on it where I have to generate my own pace, and then the ball's short and it's low, so you have to bend down to hit up on it. And same with your forehand, you have to bend down to hit up on it, and then you're gonna work on angles and down the line like I was doing. And then as you get better at it and more comfortable, you set the ball machine up like I did, but make sure it's not bouncing high, because I had to readjust it because the ball was literally bouncing that far behind the baseline, like out of play. You want the ball to bounce in play, so your mind's used to playing balls that are in bounds. You don't want to play out of bound balls. So you just turn it down a little bit and adjust the feed so where it's not so high. You just lower the angle so it's just coming out of angles where you can actually hit through the ball. But I appreciate everybody watching. It's getting ready to rain. I've been out here a couple hours, and I feel pretty good. I'm moving better. My back is a little sore and my hip is a little sore, but I'm moving better, and it's just gonna take time by coming out here and doing this every day, or as many times as you can a week, practicing on the things that you're good at, and practice on the things that you're bad at, and develop, get yourself in a situation where you can play offense if you need to and play defense if you need to. So it just takes practice, folks. It's not something that's easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And as I said, my pick for Wimbledon is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's just too big. He takes up most of the court, and I'm really shocked that they're letting him play in Wimbledon, because like I said, after the shit he did in the early 80s in New York, tearing half the city down, they just said no way he's allowed to play in the US Open. But I guess they're gonna let him play in Wimbledon, and French people wouldn't let him play in the at the Open over there. So he's only got one place he's playing now. And I'm not sure if Australia is good for him, because it's real hot over there, and he is a marshmallow, so it does melt. So it's a little cooler in England, so his his body's not melting in the heat down over there. But you know, good luck to everybody has to play against him. You know, he might have some mental breakdowns and blow fire out of his mouth. So you got to watch that too. It's almost to our advantage to let him win, because he'll just destroy shit if he doesn't win. So you got to take that into consideration also. So everybody, thank you for watching, and good luck with your Wimbledon picks. But like I said, my boy, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, he's just too big. He takes up the whole entire court, just to try to ace him and try to hit the ball by him is almost impossible. And he doesn't eat the tennis balls, but he's constantly eating during changeovers and stuff. 10 tons of marshmallows is ridiculous a day, and that's just I can't see how anybody can eat that many marshmallows. But they don't call him the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for nothing, folks.